I've had some interesting things going on this weekend. I've had 3 phone calls with one girl in this class. She got a call from a bank and from the attorneys from the bank in San Francisco, and she didn't quite know how to address that situation. You talk about claims, whose claim you got, and who's got a claim. If you guys will forgive your claim, I'll forgive my claim. Last one, I guess a couple weeks ago, we had a guy out of New Jersey actually get paid, get a check, and also a judgment as well. So now he can move forward with either the wrongful foreclosure, or he can go forward with the quiet title and use that judgment he got in the quiet title because they've not proven they owned anything. So those are some of the things that have been going on this week. I had a couple other ones that I've been in and out of courtrooms, and judges and attorneys are turning flips. I think most of us get in this battle and we start thinking we're fighting against the bank. I'm just going to say this now while you guys are on the phone. The judges and the attorneys are the guys that are going to have to really hold their feet to the fire. And what I started doing lately is doing a foreign registration statement, and also putting it, when you put the foreign registration in an affidavit format. The reason for that is they don't respond with an affidavit. They can't rebut yours. But when they respond with the affidavit, they're swearing the fact that they do have a foreign registration statement and an anti-bribery statement, which they never do. And then after that, if they move forward, I've actually got a one that I've used for a sheriff. If you move forward with the sheriff's sale, actually we stopped the sheriff's sale with an affidavit, a similar affidavit last week. They got a sheriff's sale on the 28th, and they pulled it. Because if they didn't pull it, then the next move would be go after the sheriff's, go after his bonds, put a claim against his bonds. And if you want to see some judges and attorneys and everybody else get uptight, you start tagging those bonds, those insurance bonds, and they can't work. That'll get you on what they call a do not detain list, which is a good thing. You know, if the police pull you over there, they're like, leave this guy alone. He knows how to get after. So that's kind of the most recent thing that I find it seems to work best, because otherwise, fighting uphill battle, they seem to do what they want. They overlook things. They're all in this thing together. We all know that. The foreign registration and anti-bribery statement will normally back them up once you notice everybody, because I had a guy in another set scenario with a guy from the state of Ohio, the tax guy. I don't know about your all state, the way they collect taxes. If you're in the state of Ohio, money for taxes, they sell it to an independent contractor. An independent contractor comes after you. Same thing with attorneys and houses. So what I do is I always file a Freedom of Information request with the Attorney General and ask to get the attorney's oath of office and his bonding information. Sometimes I have to go to the court and get it for the judge. When I have to go to court to get it for a judge, you start out with the clerk of courts. Ask the clerk of courts for their bond, oath of office and bond. I get a certified copy of their oath, and I probably get 4 or 5 copies if I'll get as many as they'll let me. And then, they may not have the bond there. You got to go over to the Treasury or whoever's paying the insurance bill. Now, and I'm going to give you this so that you get it. When I go get that kind of information from those courthouses and I'm over there, guys, I just flat out tell them, hey, I'm in a business law class, and I'm working on a project for class, and they said I could get this stuff here. The reason I go down that road, if you go in there with that, I got to have it, there's freedom of information, da-da-da-da, and you go in there creating a whole lot of drama, they'll just simply tell you I don't know what you're talking about. So I figured out a way to get what I need by just tell them, hey, I'm working on this some information for a class, and they said I could get that information here. And then I go from there. They say, well, we got this one, we don't have that one. Yesterday I got the sheriffs, the judges, and the clerks in one place. And then I went upstairs and I got the clerk's bond, and she only had a $40,000 bond. She probably needs more than that. But I have to go to 2 other places to get the bond for the sheriff and a bond for the judge. And then once I get those items, then I will send them both affidavits, and then we'll see where they go from there. But we'll send them affidavits. They respond, we'll go at it. But 9 times out of 10, they won't respond. The reason they won't respond is because they can't. They don't have a foreign registration statement. They don't have an anti-bribery statement. Then a lot of times the cases there are no verified complaints. There's a number of different defects, and TJ has those defects online where you can get you can look at all the defects. He's got a whole list of defects, things that you can pick and choose from. But those are just some of the ones that I use: the foreign registration statement, the anti-bribery statement, the syntaxing, because with the syntaxing, you're just going to basically ask questions. Is there a contract here? Is there a contract here at all? And those are some of the things that I put together in going at these cases. But you got to put those affidavits in, and you got to be proactive. You got to get your oath of office, certified copy of their oath, and you'll get the bond. The bonds, you'll see it right on the bond. They'll say surety, the surety bonds, so that if you have to file a claim, and you can go online and file a claim. You can file a claim against their bonds if they violate your due process, deprive you of any of your rights. And most likely, the one they'll screw up on the most is your due process rights. Those are some of the things that I put in those